Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new edition of I Have No Idea What I'm Doing. This is the show where I am a beautiful musician and one of the most incredible deep thinkers, big on philosophy, but even bigger on science. And also...
Dude, turn that off.
And I get to talk to people who are either really smart or not so smart. So take your pick. Tonight, I'm going to introduce you to my special guest, Aaron Penn. Yeah. Aaron Penn is an expert in augmented reality, virtual reality.
Yep.
And a little bit in reality.
Yeah, not so much in reality.
Yeah. But before we start, I'm going to, as always, because this show is 100% music based and we always focus deeply on music, I want to bring something to the attention of everybody here, my beautiful, beautiful fans. And I think that you're going to appreciate this. So check it out. These look like ordinary headphones. And they are, but there's a story behind them. They're broken. So I need to get a new pair. But the thing about these ordinary headphones is that I have played every show of my life for the last 5.5 years in these headphones.
Wow.
They smell like my sweat. And these have been everywhere from Australia to India to Romania to Hungary to London to you name it, Tomorrowland, to Paradiso Festival, shows in Seattle, shows in New York, shows in London, shows in Russia, shows in the Ukraine. These headphones have traveled the world more than most people have traveled the world. And I'm so grateful for them because every time I've played a show, they've always worked until now. But that's okay because I've got a grand idea for them. So I did a little test on my social media today to see what I should do with these headphones because, to be honest, I'm a bit sentimental about them. And that's because, I mean, they're kind of like my babies. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, should I put them in a frame? Like, because there's a lot of think about this. If I play one 5-hour show, which is a long time to play just in one city, that's a lot of music has been pushed through these little drivers in the headphones. Now imagine that. Be courteous.
Keep talking about your broken headphones.
All right. So every show around the world for 5.5 years, that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows and hundreds and even more plane flights. And they have traveled I've woken up with them in my bed. I've lost them. I've found them, but they've always been there. And this is the point. So I did something on social media and I wanted to ask my fans what I should do with them. And you know what's really beautiful? And I thought, some of my fans did this and said, give them to me. But a lot of my fans, in fact, the vast majority said, auction them and give the money to charity. So look, I don't know how much money people would pay for these, but I'm not going to take it. What I'm thinking about, and this will be an ongoing thing, is picking a charity that I think most deserves money. And I'm thinking about maybe like people that are deaf, like that were born deaf, so they never even got the chance to hear music. Because that's
going to give them a pair of broken headphones.
No. So the highest, it's a secret bid, a secret auction, and the highest bidder on these headphones that pays the most money to that charity gets to have them. I'll sign them and I'll give them to you. And I apologize that they are broken, but that's why they're getting auctioned out. So and I know some of you might think that's kind of lame, but I think it's kind of beautiful because there's a lot of history in these headphones, and especially if you're a fan of mine. So look out for more of these kind of videos and on my social media, because I'll be talking about what I'm going to do exactly. I haven't quite mapped it out. But anyway, so welcome to the show. Welcome to I Have No Idea What I'm Doing. And Aaron Penn, I'd like you to start with the first topic we have, which is called Fruit Idiots.
It's actually the third topic.
Whatever, you're the third topic.
Did you want to touch on that second one there?
Oh.
This is something you seemed really passionate about when you're writing these down.
What makes you think that?
Just because of how angry you were about it. And it also, can I just say it?
Yeah.
So this is what Tyson comes up with topics right before we do these. And after music time, which was that whole headphone thing, he wanted to talk about leaving the toilet seat up.
Yeah, okay. Because I find it really rude that you leave the toilet seat up in my house.
Well,
not only does my cat dive into it,
okay,
but also why is it that in America it seems like people can leave the toilet seat up, but in Australia
you should be more specific, because what you're really talking about is leaving the toilet lid.
Yeah, the top bit.
Because you sound like a woman if you're complaining about.
Are you a sexist?
No. That's just a common thing. Like the man pees with the thing up. Both of them. Yeah, there's two parts.
Yeah, but close the lid so people don't see the water. And so
why not? But not everyone has cats.
So I mean, give me a good reason why not to close it.
Well, it's just less work next time you have to go in there, and if you add up every time that to go like that. It's probably like a couple hours that you've wasted your life.
So I just personally think that it's very easy just to shut the toilet lid.
Yeah, but I'm all about efficiency.
Are you trying to drown my cat?
No, definitely not. I love your cat. He's become a good friend of mine.
Yeah, so you're leaving hazards for him.
No, and actually I'm very careful about shutting your toilet. I know yesterday I left it open on accident.
Pissed me off.
It was the one time out of
made me furious.
Dude, I always close it. And that one time, of course, the one time I don't, you notice.
Dude, you've done it more than once.
Actually, that's funny. Why don't you tell us about the time that your cat really does love toilets, right?
Yes.
And
I know where you're going with this.
Well, if you know, why don't you just be more detailed? So, I mean, his cat not only jumps in the toilet if it's not in use, but even if there's a human using the toilet, sometimes the cat will jump into it, right?
Okay, so yeah, what happened is that this is a funny story actually. So I was interviewing assistants because I needed a new assistant because I have assistants, many assistants.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Everyone has assistants.
And so I was interviewing assistants, and this lovely girl, I won't mention her name, was the first assistant that I interviewed to basically just help out with like just things that I needed to be done because I'm working on music all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm like doing so much stuff that I can't take care of everything. And so anyway, for the first time she comes over to my house, and it was our first one-on-one, and so I walk her into my house and I'm like, hey, like come in, just sit here in the studio. It was actually right there where you're sitting. And I said to her, I just wait there. I'll be back in a second because I needed to go pee. Mm-hmm. So, and the cat was a kitten at this time, like a tiny little kitten. And I went to the bathroom, and so I knew my assistant, and she kind of was like a little bit nervous. She was just shaking a little. I don't know if it's because she was nervous or she was just like, I'm being proper, but she was definitely being professional. That's sure. Yeah, it's being professional. Yeah, so I went to the bathroom, and as I was peeing, God. The cat just jumped into the toilet. And anyone who's peed before, which is all of you, should know that it's not like a light switch that turns off. You have to kind of stop it from happening.
And it's painful if you have to stop in the middle.
It's quite tricky.
Yeah.
And so I was pissing on my cat.
But not only that, you told me that he was freaking the fuck out in that toilet.
So he's like going, because he couldn't get out of the toilet. There's a kitten, and his claws are going everywhere. and
Completely soaked in Tyson's urine.
yeah, I'm peeing on my cat while he's freaking out, and I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? And I'm getting covered in my own urine. I'm getting covered in pee because the cat's freaking out. I'm freaking out. It's all over my clothes, and I dig him out of the toilet, and then I like stop, and my pants are down, and I didn't know.
Your assistant's right next door.
My assistant's sitting here, and I didn't know what to do, so I put him in the shower and shut the glass door because at least he's locked in there, and like then I could think it through. So the first thing I did was try to like soak myself down because I didn't want to get in the shower with my cat. He was very angry. And so I wiped myself down, and then I got into a fresh change of clothes. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, what do I do with the cat? Like, I can't just like leave a wet cat in the shower.
Like a pee-soaked cat.
So to end the story, I just came to the conclusion, there's nothing I can do to fix this. So I just got the cat out of the shower, walked out of the room, and walked into this room and said to my assistant, I'm really embarrassed and sorry about this story, but I need you to help me wash the cat. So
you had your assistant help with the situation?
There's no way. He was being violent. The claws were out. It was pretty wild.
And you guys bathed the cat together?
Yeah, and she was amazing and so professional. And that's why she's still like, to this day, like one of my best friends. I think we connected over that. A urine covered cat. I didn't tell her it was urine.
Oh shit! What was your? Like, why? What do you say? I'm sorry, I need to interrupt our interview right now because I need you to wash my cat.
I said he jumped into water, and urine is technically water, so
mostly.
Yeah, I do because I didn't want to be like.
I pissed all over this cat.
She knows now, but then she washed with the cat with me, and that was the first experience she ever had.
Working with you.
That's our first assistant job.
Hey, at least it was during number 1 and not number 2. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, yeah, that would mean it couldn't happen. We should be sitting down.
He could still slip his way in.
Speaking of slipping right in, I'd like Aaron to read out a topic that he feels special about.
Well, I guess we should go to Fruit Idiots. This is what Tyson wrote.
Okay, but what do you mean by that?
I don't know what you meant by that. Actually, I think I know.
Why are my nipples itchy?
Is that a brand new shirt?
Yeah.
You got a little bit of chafe action.
Does it sometimes happen? I ran today.
You ran?
Yeah.
Really? Where? How far?
Just around this area.
In that shirt?
Not in this shirt, no.
Well, yeah, I mean that.
This shirt's irritating my nipples.
Easy. Go get 2 cotton swabs. Just tape them over.
Okay, glad you know how to.
Cool. I'll see you in a second.
So anyway, Fruit Idiots. Okay, I think I know where I'm going with this one when I wrote this one down. Okay, so today I ran into some lovely vegan people, and I think people that are vegan for moral reasons is beautiful. But it reminded me of people who take it a little bit further than that, and I want to get your opinion on it. Okay,
you're talking about fruitarians, right?
No, it's not people who only eat fruit. It's people who it's like respecting, because like respecting animals is great. They're like living creatures, you know. I think veganism is a beautiful thing. But,
are you a vegan?
But they're a beautiful thing.
Oh.
But there's people out there who won't eat a fruit or a vegetable. I mean, I don't know about vegetables, but a fruit until it's dropped to the ground.
They won't pick it off the tree.
No. Yeah. Because you're stealing its life.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think that's stupid. I think that's taking it too far.
Maybe they think they're like making the tree in pain or something.
I think trees feel pain.
No, I don't. I'm saying, do they think that?
I don't know what fruit. Of course, there's a reason why I wrote up there Fruit Idiots.
It's very judgmental of you.
Yeah, well, I just think that's yeah, they're fruit idiots. Fruit idiots.
Fruit idiots.
Fruit idiots.
You know, Steve Jobs was a fruitarian.
So tell me what a fruitarian is.
They only eat fruit.
But why not eat vegetables too?
I don't think he wasn't it his whole life. But it's actually really sad. Like,
you know, Steve Jobs also did acid. So how about that? Yeah.
Well, it's actually sad. Like, towards the end of his life, he would like go against what the doctors would tell him.
That's the big problem one.
Yeah. And he thought that by maintaining a really healthy, like fruit, veggie diet, that it would.
Okay, this is just pissing me off because he's a smart man.
Yeah.
People who deny science. Oh, okay. Like we've spoken about vaccinations and things like that.
Mm-hmm,
What's another area?
Crystals.
Homeopathic medicine. I taught you about it last night.
Oh yeah, the sugar pills.
Basically, it's got no active ingredient. Yeah. Homeopathy. Where's another instance of just people denying science?
I think crystal therapy.
Crystal therapy.
Like, yeah, where they just like put rocks on your back
Yeah.
and like, okay, you're good to go.
Yeah.
That'll be $600.
So do you know what pisses me off about that? It's not the people who do it that have the crystals around and they think they're getting special energies from these just rocks. It's the people, it's the fake doctors who they make them victims because because they should know better. It's like if you're a doctor, well, first of all, real doctors don't do that. If you're a doctor and you prescribe homeopathic crystals or homeopathic medicine,
you're going to write you a prescription for the crystal doctor.
Yeah. No, I'd write you off. You're not a doctor at all. Homeopathic medicine is absolute bullshit. Just if you don't believe me, go to www.whatstheharm.net and you'll find out a lot about all these things. But what I really think is quite wild is that there are doctors who they are depriving people of real. I don't even know if they are doctors. I think.
Now, do you think they're doing it out of malicious intent?
No, I think
are they charlatans?
No, they're just stupid.
Some are just dumb.
No, I think some are charlatans. Like psychics are charlatans for sure.
Well, I actually think a lot of psychics honestly like
believe.
Yeah, which is really sad. I mean,
I'm psychic.
Like when you hear voices?
Maybe.
I know that's not true. I know because you're a man of science.
I'm totally a man of science. And speaking of science, I'm going to jump straight to the next one.
Which is a good one.
This is a great one to go to because this is on track with science. I think we're going good here. All right. Shout out to NASA. Because of Gateway. So I've sat down at a dinner table with people who told me that no one can ever land on Mars. These are the kind of people that are like, I don't want to say it. How about you say it?
But the people who say we can't land on Mars?
The people that are like, let's just say they are twice our age and they're all posh and they all like have their own ways and they're set in their ways and they don't have open minds anymore. And they say, there's no way you could land on Mars. How would you there's no way you can get there. How, like, that's impossible. That's crazy. What do you think about those people?
I think it's really sad. And I think they're not really understanding what they're doing. What they're really saying is like, let's not try and further the human race.
Yeah. Well, also it's closed-minded. And also, so shout out to NASA because NASA has shut them all down. Because, I mean, Elon Musk really has done a good job and they argue against that. But now NASA's on board. NASA has this new ad out and we should.
It's a badass ad.
We should pull it up, but it's NASA's. They're doing it, and the whole point of the ad is
we are going.
We are going.
Yeah,
we are going, and it's all these people working for NASA, and they've put a date on it, and it's
2024, right?
2024. It's not even far away.
Well, is Elon Musk going to get there before that?
Elon Musk is like launching stuff out, but I think NASA and Elon Musk are kind of like working together.
Okay.
But they're doing this. They're basically the ISS, the International Space Station, is like it's done its thing. They're now launching the Gateway, and the Gateway is going to be this space station that's in orbit between the moon and the Earth. So it's doing like a figure eight. And so what happens with it? It just continually orbits like in it.
And then you just send people up when it's around Earth.
When it's around Earth, you send people up to it. Then when it's around the moon, you drop them down, you colonize the moon.
But how does it get out of Earth's gravity and go towards the moon?
Need a physicist.
Do they have like thrusters and stuff?
I'm
Don't
sure.
you need like
I'm
a
sure.
rocket?
I mean, all I can say is like watch the ad. Like I would hate to get this wrong because this is happening. Watch the ad. I can pull it right up, but it's called the Gateway, and it's basically a space station that maybe it's mostly orbiting Earth, but they could send it to the orbit of the moon. I could be completely wrong here. I'm willing to be. That's because if it's science, in science, you got to be willing to be wrong.
No,
and
not even
just
willing
like
to be wrong. We love being wrong because
wrong.
we learned something.
Yes, exactly. And unlike the idiots that go, oh, that'll never happen. You know what'll never happen? Anything fun for you, dude. Like if you shut down great ideas, guess what? 2024, they're doing it. And you know what? They're going to colonize Mars, and they've already worked out all the frozen pieces of water, like the frozen water on on the moon. And they're going to send people to the moon first, colonize it, actually colonize it. And that's the stepping stone then to do manned missions to Mars.
And then manned missions to the Andromeda Galaxy.
I don't know how that works yet because it's far away. But now, but we're on track. I mean,
yeah,
we are.
It's in the shit we're gonna see in our lifetimes, dude.
So yeah, we're on track to basically seeing Mars get colonized. So everyone eat shit if you disagree with me, because NASA just put out the ad. NASA put out the ad, and it's like, oh, they're just advertising. No, even the stupidest people still respect NASA. We send people to the moon.
Oh, dude, all like the people love NASA because like during the Cold War, it was like, all the people who are like, we'll never make to Mars. They love NASA. And oftentimes those people are also like deniers of global warming. And if you go on NASA's website.
Global warming deniers. You know what? Eat shit.
Dude, if you go on NASA's website.
Wait, let me pause right there. This is meant to be a funny podcast. But if you're a global warming denier in today's day and age, eat shit and don't watch this. Go away.
Dude, the name of this episode should be called Eat Shit.
It should just be called, man, it's just so annoying. Okay. The world is already like showing every single sign of shutting down. Even Bill Nye, the science guy who was like the sweetest man, is now getting angry at adults, calling them fuckers. Yeah. Everyone's pissed. Everyone of science is pissed off. If you deny global warming and that it's human caused global warming, none of this, but maybe humans didn't do it. Like it goes inside this. Okay. The science is in. Go to my good friend Brian Dunning's. Go to In Fact, or go to skeptoid.com, and my good friend Brian Dunning, who's a science writer, brings up all the sources. And you know what? You read that article, and if you read that article and you still don't believe that humans cause global warming, you just go. You know what? Just go live in a hut, because global warming, human-caused global warming, is absolutely real, and it's absolutely destroying planet Earth, and that's why we have to go to Mars.
It's the most dangerous experiment that humans have ever made.
It was an experiment. It was
how much like fossil fuels can we just burn, and like how much can we fill our atmosphere?
Yeah. So like on a lighter note, what's cool is to see.
But just real quick, we have to tell people why it's scientifically a truth. Can't just say global warming's real, right?
Well, okay, because I wouldn't say I'm not like I can on one of these episodes when I have the scientist here, he'll talk about it, but I don't feel like this is the thing about science. I don't feel like going into a topic.
Not about like the ice cubes in Antarctica and how you can like read the levels of carbon in it.
It's not just like that.
Because if you go on if anyone's curious, just go to the NASA website. And they spell it all out. Exactly. All the science behind it. It's really fascinating. It's impossible to deny.
I could call my scientist friend, but it's midnight.
It's a Saturday, dude.
Yeah. The point is this. Like, honestly, don't take it from me. This is the thing. Is gravity just a theory? Is evolution just a theory? Where we now know that human-caused climate change is a fact, and so is gravity, and so is evolution. So just Like if you
There's
just
theories that have been proven.
yeah, they're just absolutely like it's undeniable. So anyway, that wound me up.
Yeah. Getting heated.
It's getting heated. So what's really cool is to see NASA putting out an ad and they're all saying, we are going. We are going.
Badass.
We are going. And it's NASA. And it's all the staff and everyone. And it's like just so, it's just so, I cried when I first watched the ad.
Did you?
Yeah, I cried.
Tyson's a really emotional guy. He also cried about the veganism stuff with the fruit idiots.
I cried in the Pikachu movie too.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did.
You'll probably cry during Aladdin.
No, okay, probably.
Wait, can you tell them the story about the pigs or no? Because that was so funny, dude.
I'm not ready for that yet.
Okay.
What about this?
Speaking English to pets.
I wrote IKEA down, but I don't know where I was going with it. Oh, yeah, disassembled burgers. I need to ask you about
Does
this.
that relate to IKEA?
I'll tell you why. Because in America, every time I order a burger, the lid is off. The one bun is here, and then there's the lettuce and tomato. It's like the IKEA of burgers. Why do they do that?
Make you build it yourself?
Yeah, like why? Why do I
That is annoying. Wait, no, actually, that is so bougie of you to not want to just. It's all it takes.
No, I know, but why? Like, if I order a
Because it looks
microphone,
better. It's about
if I
presentation.
order a microphone, here it is. It's not about presentation. It's about, here's my burger, give it to me. I ordered it how it was shown in the picture. Just like IKEA, man. Like you go, oh, I'd love to get a couch from IKEA. They go, yeah, sure, buy the, what do they call it? Like it's always got some weird name, like Stroganoff.
Stroganoff?
Yeah, some weird thing. And then you get it in a flat pack and it's got nuts and bolts and pieces of wood. Basically they've given you a tree trunk with a saw and said, do it for yourself, fuckers.
That's because it's so affordable and cheap.
Yeah, but it's so rude because
It's rude.
it's so...
Yeah, IKEA is so rude. You know what I love though is their Swedish meatballs. That's the only.
That's fine.
I'll assemble my furniture if I get a good meatball.
Do you know what else is like really weird about IKEA?
What?
I feel bad walking the other way. Like, you know how it's got like, it's always got a line.
Oh, like arrows on the floor.
Yeah, telling you
You
which
just-
direction to go. And
You just walk the opposite.
I walk into IKEA through the exit, and then I'll get to the beginning.
You can't
It's like
control me.
it's like going back in time.
Is it?
Exactly like that. It's exactly like going back in time.
Well, I enjoy IKEA and I follow the arrows and I have a great time and I get home and I assemble my
basically
furniture like a man.
You're just a rule following man.
I'm a lemming. I don't follow my own path.
That's not true about you. All right. The topic under IKEA, I'll let you have that one. Take it away, Aaron Penn.
Okay, yeah. It's funny because Tyson can barely spell. He says gym people.
Don't offend me like that.
Well, no, actually, it's the one after gym. Can I tell them how you spelled the word sewage? This is absolutely hilarious. Tyson spelled the word sewage. You know, okay, say the word sewage right. Actually, sit down first.
Not coming back.
Dude, sit down so they can hear you.
I'm not coming back anymore.
He's gone. It's just gonna be me today.
The Aaron Penn Show.
A little rebrand. I have every idea what I'm doing.
Fine. I'll come back in a minute after you spell the word.
No, I need you to say the word.
I need you to spell the word.
It'll be funnier after I. Okay, he spelled the word.
You think you're going to do a funny now?
Yes, he spelled the word sewage like his accent says it. His Australian accent. Sewerage, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, now I'm
Say it.
No,
Say the word
now
sewage.
I'm mad.
Just say the word in the mic.
No, I'm
say
mad.
sewage,
I'm
please.
mad.
Just back off. What are you gonna do with the pillow? Dude, they don't need to see. They, took a.
He made fun of me. Okay.
No.
Look, you're a guest on the show, and you're making fun of me, man.
Just say the word sewage. It's funny.
Sewage.
Yes. There we go. Sewage.
Sewage.
And this is how he spelled it. Surage.
I didn't write that down. My assistant did.
Now, can you? No, they did not. I watched you write it. Can you now actually try and spell sewage? How you think it's? Don't look it up.
Hang on.
Do not look it up. You're that bad at spelling.
SEWREGE.
No, you were so close. SEW.
R. Okay, no W. Sorry, SEW, no R. Just
No, SEW. Dude, this is the easiest part of the word. You already got the rest of it right.
AG.
Yes, that's
Okay,
it.
okay, so
Dude, honestly, as a world-class speller, it's offensive to me that you spell sewage.
Just because you won spelling grade B, whatever it is, and
How did you remember that? I was about to say that.
Because you told it to me the other day on the same show.
No, I didn't. I didn't say it on the show. I won the spelling bee in 5th grade, and I beat all the 6th graders.
Do you know what I was doing in 5th grade? Flying jets.
You were not successful in 5th grade.
Okay. In 5th grade, I was flying fighter jets.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
In 5th grade, you were failing spelling tests. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Sewage. That is hilarious. And what even is a sewage farm?
Okay.
Because that's the topic, sewage farms. And then next to it, you wrote Bill Gates. Oh, you're talking about like his, how he, like they take shit water and turn it into
I know, yeah. No,
water.
so a sewage farm is basically when like if you ever flown over them, like these big circles of like just shit, and there's like a thing going around, just like keeping it from, I don't know, turning into one big giant
turd.
Yeah. Super turd.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that.
And so there's sewage farms, and I don't know how it relates to Bill Gates. Oh, you told me that Bill Gates was turning
he
turning it into like
it wasn't turning turds into water. It was
turdology.
It was about taking like waste, like human waste,
which is a turd.
I think it was more like urine.
Okay.
And making it into drinking water for third world countries.
Already happens on the ISS.
Really? They turn their piss into water?
How do you think they get water when they're up there for like 6 months?
They bring it with them.
You can't bring.
You bring it a vat.
Facts Aaron doesn't know. On the International Space Station, they have machines that when they pee into it, it filters it out and turns it back to water. That's a fact. They're basically drinking their own piss in space.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I learned something new today, and as a man of science, I thank you. I'm glad to be wrong.
That's okay. Why don't you jump onto gym people?
You weren't so glad to be wrong about spelling sewage.
Okay, I made a mistake on sewage, okay?
Now you're enlightened, right?
Well, I feel like I could spell a word better, but why don't you go into gym people?
Well, yeah, I mean, this one seemed more like hitting home with you, but gym people, you mean just people who go to the gym?
Not just,
often.
No, they go to the gym twice a day, every day, and they say, I'm training. What are you training for?
Yeah, dude, I hate it when people say like, I'm training instead of I'm gonna go work out. I'm training.
Yeah, I'm training. Okay, cool. So can I like
you going to war?
Yeah, can I like hire you to stand by my door in case a murderer comes because you've been training? I'm not trained. Also, like
that's obvious.
They're just working out all day, and they do it so they can walk around. They say it's to be healthy, right? You don't have to be like this.
Dude, you know the heart doesn't know the difference between muscle and fat,
doesn't it?
No, it does not.
I think the heart doesn't think. It doesn't know that.
Well, no, I'm saying it like in its functions, like it can be almost. I hope this isn't ignorant, but almost as bad to be like super, 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 super muscular as it is to be super, super obese.
I think that I don't know about that.
Am I wrong?
Well, I don't know. As a man of science here, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, I mean, as men of science, we can't draw conclusions without
but I think it's more the
You can
people.
always Google it.
I think it's more the people that flaunt it. Like they're like super.
But what about the people at the gym who are just so loud?
Oh,
That's what pisses me off.
like,
Yeah. 900. 901.
10,000. Oh, and then they have the AirPods in and they're in the gear and they're sweating and they walk out and they good workout, bro. Good workout. Just wait.
Getting a proper pump on.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I really hit it hard today in the gym. How about in another 2 hours I'll hit it hard again? And you know what they do? Go out at night and just try to pick up chicks. And I don't think chicks are impressed. It's like maybe they would be if we were in the gladiator days. Or if like we're in the days where like animals and bears were attacking us, but I think it's kind of redundant now. Like, how about
You could be spending those hours learning how to code or something.
Yeah, or being intelligent. I'm not saying gym people are intelligent,
Yeah,
but it seems to me like a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't have a gym membership right now. Do you?
I've never had a gym.
But you kind of work out, or no? You train.
I don't train. No, I do some exercise to keep myself healthy, but I don't train for anything.
I train for my desk job. I need to be able to sit up straight. So I do lats.
Okay.
I do
All right.
I do push-ups every morning. That's not even a.
I do push-ups every morning too.
Seriously? Yeah. How many?
Enough to give you that.
Like 6.
Enough to show you guns.
Honestly, how many push-ups do you do? I'm curious.
I can get to 100.
You cannot do 100 push-ups.
I can.
No, you cannot.
You don't believe that?
Like real push-ups.
I do it right.
Military push-ups with your arms like this, like close to you, not out like
Dude,
this.
okay, I'll do
like,
one. They won't see it on the camera, but I'll do one for
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure it's good. Are you serious? You do 100?
Watch this.
I do not believe you.
Watch this, right?
Okay. Okay. Wow.
What's that?
I'm actually impressed, but that was only 4.
Yeah, no, I can't do 100. That'd be a waste of podcast time.
You can do 100 of those?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Dude, I did those-
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I did those.
No, you cannot do 100.
Dude, I did those clapping. Imagine if I just did them normal.
You can do 100 push-ups in a row.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I could do 1,000.
Dude. You are dangerously exaggerating your training.
I'm not training for anything. Looking for this?
Well, I can do 40 in one.
Oh,
go.
wait. Are you saying without just lowering yourself and taking a breath?
Yeah, no, in a row.
Oh, I could do 100 in a row for sure. I'd just be very much out of breath.
Dude, you cannot do 100 push-ups in a row.
No, I can't. I'll show it to you after this, and we can. If you want to make this
How?
by not training, by sheer human.
No, when you
force.
say you're doing 100, what you really mean is you do 30, then you take a break, you do another 30.
No, I can do
then
100
another-
push-ups in a row. Ask Sam.
Let's go get her. Call her.
Yeah,
call her.
I'll call her right now.
Because I would be ashamed about my own fitness.
You entertain people on the podcast while I call Sam.
Well, I want to hear this. But I would be ashamed of my own body if you can do 100 push-ups in a row. Because I definitely cannot.
Yes, honey?
Hey, Sam,
Yeah.
we're live on the podcast. Okay, and this is a real question.
We need a third
Okay.
opinion.
Okay, Aaron doesn't believe that I do push-ups in the morning.
No, I believe he does push-ups. Sam, does he do 100 push-ups in a row without taking a break?
Could he? Just make it could he?
Good. I think yes, given what I've seen in the first episode.
There
Are
go.
you serious?
Yeah.
Sam, 100 push-ups in a row.
Yeah.
She watches me do 40 in ease.
I don't know. I mean, 100 seems like a lot.
Okay, Sam, do you know just last night I did 40 in front of you?
Why are you so strong?
I'm not saying I'm so strong. I'm saying that's just I can do 100 push-ups in a row. I don't think if
Definitely do like 40 or 50, but I think saying that like I think he could get to 100 quite easily if he just keeps them. I
Wow.
know that he can do it right now.
I am impressed. I can only do 40. I can only do 40.
I can't do any.
Sam, you've said to me you've been impressed by my push-ups.
I'm impressed.
I'm really impressed. He's really strong.
That is insane,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm really.
We should do an arm wrestle.
No, we need to have a whole setup for that. Thank you, Sam.
Okay, love you.
Okay, bye.
Hey, I'm sorry I doubted you.
Never doubt me again.
No,
Never doubt
as a
me.
man of science, I'm skeptical.
Yeah, you have to be skeptical, okay? But that,
When someone tells me they can do 100 push-ups in a row, I just,
it's not really that much, though.
well, yeah.
Dude, they do people, gym people would laugh at us having this conversation.
Dude, 100 push-ups in a row is hard for anybody.
Maybe.
Why can I only do 40? Am I that weak?
Can you do 40 in a row?
Yeah.
Then you can easily do 100.
No. I mean, if I've been doing it every day, like I can only do like 30, like a few months ago. So I'm getting up.
All right. I think we've totally exhausted that conversation. I'm going to move on to one of my favorite things that I love to do on this show, and that's hypothetical time. Okay. So, Aaron Penn, I'm going to give you a instead of a hypothetical, we're going to do role play.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm a what's the name of the people that cut down trees?
Lumberjack.
Oh yeah, cut down trees. Okay, yeah, I'm a lumberjack. So I'm a lumberjack, and yeah, and you are a man who's just not built. You've just bought your first home, and
Okay.
I was commissioned to cut down a government tree, but unfortunately it fell on your house. Here we go. Okay.
Wait, so this we're doing a role play?
Yeah. Okay, ready? Knock, 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 knock.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Tyson.
I haven't even opened the door yet. I'm saying, who is it?
You said yes, so I'm assuming
yeah,
you
I'm
opened
talking
it.
to the door.
Oh, okay. All right. Please open the door.
Wait, who is this?
I'm a lumberjack.
We're just gonna open my door.
Okay,
and
look,
lumberjack.
okay,
oh, actually, no, because I scheduled this appointment. Like you're cutting down trees in my yard.
This was a government tree, but you knew what was happening.
Okay.
First of all, you need some WD-40 on that tree, but
On that
that's
door?
right, on that door. Yeah, made from trees.
Okay. So why are you bothering me right now? Just go cut down the damn tree.
Why don't you go check out your third bedroom? Because there could be something that's fallen through the roof and maybe broken down your fish tank, bruh.
Hold on. Let's just pause for a minute. In this scenario, you're saying that a tree has fallen on my house,
Yes.
and I don't know.
Yeah, well, you answered the door like you answered the door like you didn't know. So
Why don't you go check out your bedroom? Of course I know. I would have
no,
heard
you
it.
answered the door like you had no idea what was going on. So it's like
No,
why
okay,
didn't you-
actually, if I knew that was a scenario, if you
'Cause
said
what if
I'm the lumberjack, I would open the door instantly. Fuck you.
what if I'm like, why would you say that to me? I made a mistake. I thought it would fold that way, but it fell that way.
Be better at your job.
I'm going to give you a check for $1 billion, sir. But if you keep that
Really?
attitude up, I'm going to rip it up.
Is that taxpayer dollars?
Yeah.
$1 billion
Yeah.
for one tree.
Yeah.
Insurance would probably cover
You don't have insurance. You don't look like the kind of man that would insure anything. You look like a risk taker.
actually. Yeah, exactly.
You look like a real risk taker.
Exactly. I don't do insurance. I just live every day as if it's my last.
Well, it might be because I've got one more tree to cut down.
Much long.
Hmm? Oh.
Is that what you're talking about?
No,
You're making
I
a
meant
dick
just
joke.
there's another tree that's this time it's going to go down your front part of your house. I'm taking your house down tree by tree.
As long as you give me $1 billion.
Okay, keep going. How about that $1 billion is going away now?
You ripped the check or like
I ripped
cash?
the check.
Well, can I have your manager's or your supervisor's information?
Yeah, you're gonna have to call
Are
government.
you a real lumberjack, or are you just out here chopping down trees for fun? Did you actually work for the government?
Maybe.
Well, this was a great scenario.
How about you call my boss? Here's his number. Now I'll be the boss.
Okay.
You ready?
Ding, 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 ding.
Hello.
Yes, hi. I was just calling because one of your lumberjack employees.
Which one?
1 second. What's your name?
Aaron Penn.
His name's Aaron Penn. Happens to be my exact name. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Wait, your name's Aaron Penn?
Are you making?
Holy shit.
Are you making fun of one of my lumberjacks? Like, are you?
No.
Is this a prank call?
No, sir.
this a prank
sir,
call?
Absolutely not.
Because I work for the government. You know.
Absolutely. And I was just making sure that you're going to compensate me in the amount of damage that was done. Your employee here seems to think that $1 billion is the right amount.
No, he. It's not up to him. It's up to me. And you know what? I don't like your tone. And also,
Very abrasive.
that was a redwood, and you should be appreciative. That tree's been living longer than you. He gave it to you, and you don't even realize it because this is a holiday. It's a special holiday, and you didn't even give him a single piece of just courtesy when he gave you that tree into your house.
Well, sir, that's because the redwood crushed my newborn child.
Okay, I can't come back from that.
He was in his
Okay.
crib sleeping.
Well, we're gonna have to work something out in court.
Yeah, $1 billion will do. I don't know why I'm not really sad right now.
Okay, that was that. You took that one far.
I don't know where to take it.
All right, okay, another hypothetical. Okay, all right. Okay, you
Can I do one?
okay, flip it. Yeah, you go one.
Hypothetical. Okay. You're a clerk,
What does a clerk do?
like a checkout person at like Whole Foods
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
okay, yeah, sure.
And I'm ordering, and I put on the conveyor belt like all the supplies you need to bury a dead body.
Take him. Okay, let's go. Okay, ready. Hello, sir. Welcome to Whole Foods.
I've already been in the store for a long time, just getting all this stuff.
Well, welcome to the exit of Whole Foods where you pay for your products.
Thank you. I'd like to buy this acid and this plastic bucket and some non-acidic gloves, some rope,
How do you know all the things you need to bury?
a shovel. How much will that be? Could you ring me up? And how can you can't buy any of this shit at Whole Foods?
Just wait. Hold on 1 second. I just got to call my manager. Beep. Yeah, manager goes, John here. Yeah, this is Cassandra at I'm new and why are you wasting my time? Look, we have a customer here and he's purchasing I think what is advertised as the new body burying deal. Am I allowed to give him a discount when he is doesn't have a Whole Foods registration card? Yeah, we can do it. Okay, so yeah,
I don't have a.
we actually have discounts on everything you're buying right now.
Really?
Here's your shovel, your acidic protection gloves, and we're actually going to give you the rope for free.
Really?
Yes.
What great service.
I know, it's
I had
amazing.
no idea the deals existed.
Yeah.
And that you sell all this stuff at Whole Foods.
It's amazing.
Well, thank you. How much does it cost?
Well, that'll cost you about 20 years in prison because we just found out that you're a murderer.
And then cops appear behind me and cuff me.
Yeah, they cuff you up.
So you were just buying time.
Yeah, I was-
You sly son of a bitch.
I was buying time just so that you'd get caught. I made up
Jeez,
that
dude.
deal. That was not a real deal. That was not a real deal. Everything was the whole thing was a psych.
Dude, so smart.
Yeah.
Whole Foods has these methods in place. They train their guys really well.
Yep. All right. Well, I think for this one we can take a little break. I'd like to thank everyone who's listening to I Have No Idea What I'm Doing. With yours truly, I'm Tyson, and this is AP. All right.
Cheers.